All right, looking at the second one in 8.6, it says graph the linear inequality using the slope-intercept method. Okay, so using the slope-intercept method. Let's quickly remember that this notation here, which is the greater than, strictly greater than, that's going to be a dashed boundary line, okay, because there's no equal sign involved. So switching this to slope-intercept form, I'm going to move my negative 6x over to this side, so it'll become positive 6x. I'm going to divide by 7. Now do remember that at this point, if I was dividing by a negative, I would have to flip the inequality sign. Okay, but this I'm dividing by a positive number, I don't have to flip the inequality sign. Okay, so I have y is greater than 6/7 x plus 6. All right, so my intercept is 0, 6. There's my y-intercept. And m, or my slope, is equal to 6 over 7. So I'm going to plot 0, 6. Here, 5, 6. Okay. Now remember, with slope, I need to rise and run, or rise and go right. Well, if I rise 6 and run 7, I'm off my graph here. So what I can do is the opposite of that. I can drop and go left. So from the starting point, I'm going to drop 6, okay, and I'm going to run to the left 5, 6, 7. Okay. So there's my 2 points using the slope-intercept method. And I'm going to draw a dashed line through there. Now remember, the Hawk system will make this dashed line for you, but I'm kind of doing old school here. So I get the dashed line through there. Okay. Now again, I can see that the point 0, 0 falls over here on the right side of the line, or below the line. So I'm going to test 0, 0 back into the original inequality. Okay. So what I have is I have 7 times 0 minus 6 times 0 is greater than 42. Now that's what I'm testing right there. Okay. So testing this, I have 0 is greater than 42. That's false. Okay. So this side is false, and this side is true. Remember, we'll shade the true side. Okay. So that's using the slope-intercept method. Let's take a quick look at it in Desmos, just to see how it looks. And I want to show you some other nice little tool in Desmos. I am typing the inequality into Desmos right now, and then I'll show you the picture. So far I have this much typed in, and then I have the greater than sign. Remember, we can get the greater than sign here, and we have 42. Okay, and we can see the graph that we came up with here is similar to the one that I graphed longhand. You can also do this nice little thing of checking whether you substitute or change something into slope-intercept form correctly. Remember, we changed it to slope-intercept form, and I came out with, I used the slash key on my keyboard. I came up with 6/7 x plus 6. Now if you take a look at this, the first one is in standard form, or not quite standard form, because usually we like the x and the y in a different order here, but it's in a different form than slope-intercept form. If you take a look here, because those two graphs are identical, that means these two inequalities are identical. One just happens to be in slope-intercept form. So that's a little test to show that I changed something into slope-intercept form correctly. Okay. Let's say I would have done my division wrong, and when I divided by 7, I came up with 8. What I would have seen is that my graphs don't match, and therefore I did something incorrect when changing it to slope-intercept form. Okay. But I did it correctly and came up with 6, and it matched. All right, so that's a nice way to check some of your work. All right, I hope you found that useful. Thanks.